What's up, folks? What are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I was talking to you about in another video that I was going to do this workbench. Well, I've got most of it done today. I went and got the wood. This is the one I already had built. I built it, a buddy built it at the beginning of last turkey season, and I still hadn't put the wood on it yet. But I gotta organize, and I'm gonna be getting all my tools up here. That's just there for now, but this is how it turned out. There's an electrical socket there in case I need it, but I put a little notch in the board and ran a light bar, down it. I'm gonna install it on the wall like I did right there. This is where my vise isn't attached yet, but that's where I'm putting it, so I can have plenty of room this way to work on stuff if it happens to be long and nothing's in the way. And then this one's the other one I was telling you about that I was going to build off of it. So I built this little one off of. This is where I'm going to put my bench grinder, because of the same thing. You put a vise and a bench grinder here, you know, one or the other is going to be in the way of the other at all times. You know it is. It happens to me all the time. But this is the one I built, and to save money, I had these old tree logs that I had up in the woods that I was going to use for a cubby set, and I never did use them. So I went up and got the best one. I wanted to go back and get a new one that I just cut the other day, but I hadn't had a chance. I might do it later and put a fresher one in there, because the bark is starting to fall off this one. But I used it as a leg instead of having to buy another 2x4 and wasting money when that's a perfectly good leg. It's going to support it. It ain't going nowhere. It's sturdy. Just like right there, I had a old 4x4 that I used for the center of that one. And then the rest of it's attached to the wall all the way around. And then I got an electrical socket there as well, and I cut a notch in it so I could attach that to the wall. But this is where I'm going to put my bench grinder, right here. So I'll have plenty of room going left and right to get longer stuff in there if I need to. But I'm finally going to get my workbench going, and I'm going to start trying to make some of my homemade rebar stake pullers for trapping. I haven't found out anything about getting it patented. I think if I get it patented and I show people, they're going to make them anyway. So, you know, I guess I can't stop people from taking my idea, but I'm going to make some. And the pieces of rebar are going to be a little costly, because it's the rebar that's a little less than ½ inch. I actually took it off of the rebar electric fence post for wires. You put electric wire up for cattle and horses and stuff. The only problem is they have these triangle pieces here, and they're very hard to get off, and I done bent the hell out of that one trying to get it off. And when you buy these, you might as well say $3 a piece. And I'd probably get 2 pieces out of it, and that's it. Which will make most of the rebar puller. And I'll use, for a handle, I'll use a ½ inch piece. So that's even more money. $5 to get them welded. So I'm not going to make very much money off of them. I'd have to sell them for $30 a piece, which wouldn't be bad, because I'm telling you what, they're awesome. They cut down my time of pulling traps considerably. And when I was using it, I was talking out loud going, oh wow, this is just wonderful. I mean, if you guys could use one, you can only use them for rebar that you put above ground. You can't do them in your foothold sets because you can't get it down in the ground, down in the whole dirt bed, your trap bed, and get it up underneath the head. So you're looking at the only thing you're going to be able to use them on is DP sets above ground with a single stake, where you just hammer it down into the ground. It'll work perfect for that. But I'm telling you, it's very awesome. I got the idea one night laying in bed and I couldn't go to sleep, but pretty good idea. You guys remember that cat? She's the one that got in the trap. I got it on video. You guys better go check that out. But I just wanted to bring that to you guys. I've got it all screwed down. And then next, I will be getting all my tools up on there. And I'll probably put some screws in the, find the 2x4s going down through the wall, the joists, and put some screws there. And I'll probably hang some bigger wrenches up there. And the same with right here. Get tools hanging. But I get this all swept again. I swept it up, cleaned it out the other day so I could get ready to do this. So leave me a comment, tell me what you think about my workbench. Hopefully soon I'll have my bench grinder there. I found one at Sutherland's, but it's not a very good brand for 44 or something. I'd rather spend a little bit more money on one instead of it going out really quick. But yeah, I got this vise here from my old childhood friend that I met up with on Facebook, that he found me from 25 years ago. And he gave this to me. So I'll be bending my rebar pieces in it and using the grinder when I need to for the tool, and doing like lawnmower blades and stuff like that. And this is where I keep all my tackle boxes. Think I got enough. And then peat moss jugs full of peat moss for trapping. I keep, usually when trapping season's here, I keep all my my salts and my homemade bait that I make with corn, which I got a new bag and never did even open it, but I'll need to make some more next year. And then my big trash can full of dirt. And then all those ones down there are all full of dirt too, sifted dirt. And then that's another salt that I use for one of my trap beds. It's a finely ground salt. So all this stuff here will be getting cleaned up, and just try to, you know, use my space a little more wisely now. And of course, you know, the dang fishing poles are always in the way. If anybody knows where I can get an open-faced spinning rod, it's the one with the big eye. The first one is the big eye for the spinning rod, for the spinning reel. I need a heavy, not medium heavy. I need heavy or extra heavy rod to work my my worms and my crawdads, because those poles that I have are too limp and they won't work it right. I had one years ago when I used to fish a lot, and my ex-wife now, she shut it in the door and broke it in half. It was like, I think I paid $100 for the combo. So, and she never replaced it, so I don't have one. But I started fishing again last year out at Jacomo up in Independence, Missouri, where I used to fish all the time with my buddy Sean. And he outfished me because I just can't work my crawls and my worms right. But if you guys know where I can get a spinning rod, heavy or extra heavy, I don't want to spend a lot of money though. I mean, the cheapest one I've seen was $70. I'd like to find one cheaper. If anybody knows anywhere, I'd appreciate it. I really would. But I got some room. I can put stuff underneath here now. Got all the Christmas stuff underneath there. My sled. My other chair's up in the woods. I need to go get it. Air conditioners, all kinds of stuff. But cannot wait to get this situated. And I can actually get my radio hooked up. But leave me a comment. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think about my new bench. I love it. I'm very excited. I've been working hard on it today, trying to get it done. There we go. Grandpa's never died. There we go, folks. Hit that like button. Subscribe and hit that bell. Thanks, folks. Later.